Today on the Trent Out Loud podcast. We did it. We all came together. We helped Wendy. We got the story out there. And now she's hired a new legal team and she's going after her guardian. Sabrina, you better watch out. Wendy's back. I know some of you have been following Donald Trump's first days in office and some of you haven't. For those who haven't, let me tell you this. Trump has signed 1,000,001 executive orders. But the price of eggs will be increasing in 2025. What is going on, Donnie? For those of you who watched yesterday's episode, you know we broke a story about Barack Obama cheating on Michelle with Jennifer Aniston. Well, some of y'all didn't believe me. Today, it's hit mainstream media. Holla at your boy. What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Thursday morning. Y'all know what that means. We are one day away from my favorite day of the week. The weekend is almost here. All right, I have a great show set up for you guys today. We have 4 lead stories. We're going to kick it off by talking about Chris Brown suing Warner for $500 million. We have an update on Wendy Williams. We have great news for you. Egg prices are set to increase in 2025, and Donald Trump rolls back DEI and equal employment. In quick news, we're going to talk Keke Palmer, Demi Lovato, Instagram, iPhone, Drake, Barack Obama, Bernice King, Pierre, Bhad Bhabie, Fox, and Kelly Rowland. As always, we're going to close out the show with social discussion, question of the day, and a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. Our first lead story. Chris Brown files $500 million defamation lawsuit against Apple and Warner following the release of their documentary. All right, Chris Brown is not here for the false allegations. The singer has filed a $500 million lawsuit against Warner Brothers, Discovery, Apple Entertainment, and others involved in the production of the documentary series A History of Violence, accusing them of defamation. Brown alleges the series falsely portrays him as an R word and an SA word, despite what he claims is evidence disproving their narrative. In court documents obtained by TMZ, Brown urges that the central claims in the series relied on a now withdrawn lawsuit brought by a Jane Doe, which he says is full of lies and has been discredited. Brown maintains that he has never been found guilty of any crime and accuses the producers of ignoring the truth to harm his reputation for profit. Acknowledging past mistakes, including the incident with Rihanna in 2009, Brown states that he has worked for over the past decade on rebuilding his image and taking accountability for his actions. He claims the docuseries has caused significant damage to his reputation, career, and business opportunities. Brown says the $500 million in damages that he is seeking will go towards donating to victims if awarded. So we talked about this when it first came out, and I was like, it seems what they're doing seems a little bit salacious to me. And it looks like I was right because now Chris Brown is suing them. I know every time I talk about Chris Brown, I get mixed reactions in the comment sections. We know that there's some people that are not fans of Chris Brown and some people are fans of Chris Brown. I understand coming where people are coming from on both sides of it. I totally understand. But regardless of your opinion of Chris Brown, I think we should be a little bit more understanding to this defamation lawsuit because the docuseries is not about him and Rihanna. We have already seen those documentaries come out and he didn't sue anybody for those documentaries. This documentary is on a case from a Jane Doe, which for those of you who don't know, that's somebody suing somebody civilly, not criminally, but civilly and not revealing their identity. Right? We've talked about that numerous times with Diddy and with Jay-Z. So this is somebody filing a case in civil court, filing as a Jane Doe, and the case got thrown out. It's no longer there, and it got withdrawn because it didn't have sufficient evidence. So why would you make a docuseries based on a case that had no criminal evidence, no criminal charges, and on top of it, civilly, that it got thrown out for holding no merit? For those of you who don't know, the level of proof or the burden of proof in a civil case is far less from a criminal case. You have to have far less evidence. It's so much easier to find somebody guilty of damages in a civil case. And even at that, this case was thrown out. I'm not saying it didn't happen at all. All I'm just saying is in court, it got thrown out. And I just think, again, not saying if it happened or not, or if you like Chris Brown or not, just why make a series based on a case from a Jane Doe that got thrown out? If this was the case, then they would be able to make documentaries for days about a bunch of people in the entertainment industry. For those of you who don't know, pretty much every celebrity has had a civil case brought against them. I know I'm spreading a wide net, but I'm confident to say that because when you're a celebrity, you have a target on your back and you have money, people will come to you with civil cases. And that's why a lot of celebrities have literally like retainers with lawyers because of such things. So you can literally make a docu series about anybody. So that's why I understand where Chris is coming from. We're like, you guys are targeting me and you're literally just coming after me for profit. So that's just my opinion on it. I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. But like I said, just to highlight key points, this is not criminal. There was no charges. This is a civil case, and the civil case was thrown out. He didn't have to pay even $1. We hear a lot of times where celebrities will settle for an undisclosed amount. The person has to sign an NDA. This case was just thrown out. Let me know what you guys think, okay? Our second lead story. All right, I'm super excited to report this. Wendy Williams' niece, Alex, hires a high-powered attorney to fight her guardianship after Star claims she is in a prison. Plus, the icon sent a special message to fans through her family's GoFundMe page. All right, so for those who follow this podcast daily, you know that we really went out for Wendy. We reported on Friday's episode about her talking with The Breakfast Club, talking with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, shout out to Hollywood Unlocked, and of course TMZ. And then on Monday's episode, I think the number was 424, maybe. Go check it back. We spent almost 20 or 25 minutes explaining to you everything that was going on with Wendy, explaining to you what the government guardianship program is all about, how she can go about getting out of it. So we told you everything. And the reason why we did that is for this one I'm about to tell you, so that people could submit emails to the government to make claims, to talk on social media, put a hashtag out as Free Wendy. And of course, for people who wanted to donate to her GoFundMe page, because Wendy Williams' money is frozen and she is literally trapped up in this guardianship program. So just wanted to bring everybody up to date for those of you who don't know or don't follow daily. But now it has worked. Her niece says that they finally have enough money, $20,000, to hire a law firm, and now they're going after the guardian, Sabrina. All right, so I'm going to read to you a little bit about what they wrote. So Wendy's niece, who launched a GoFundMe to raise funds for her famous aunt last week, hired Brett and Jason, a New York law firm, and the name of the law firm is SSRGA, to help the star in her fight with her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey. A source at the firm says they are in the process of being retained by Alex on behalf of Wendy. The firm claims they have extensive experience in legal proceedings under New York's mental hygiene law, Article 81, which is related to Wendy's guardianship. It is unclear the exact nature of what the firm will be fighting for, or if Alex is pursuing taking over as guardian of her aunt. Alex launched the family's GoFundMe last week as her aunt did a series of interviews for the first time since being placed in a medical facility in New York back in March 2023. Wendy's family created the fundraiser in the former TV host's name on Wednesday, January 15th, just before the former TV host's interview with The Breakfast Club and Don Lemon's YouTube show. The GoFundMe page is titled Support Wendy Williams Fight for Independence. Since the page's initial launch, it has been updated with details about how the fundraising money will be spent in Wendy's fight and a special note from the former TV host. The family claims that the fundraising page's generous donations will directly support Wendy's legal efforts and cover essential costs associated with her case. The page claims the funds will go to attorney fees, court filing fees, expert witness fees, legal research, documentation, counsel fees, and support services. The note from Wendy, listed as an update on January the 21st, reads, I have a pink Versace robe and a Victoria's Secret black bra, and I'm watching Botch. But my body is hidden and holding with this red lipstick because it's winter. Still here in this luxurious prison. Keep you all updated. All right, so like I said in the beginning, just super happy to report this to you guys. We are not out the clear yet. Like the article says, we don't know the details, or they haven't revealed to us what the details are, if they're going to just try straight to get her out the guardianship, or are they going to try to have Alex be her guardian. From what I understand, reading the U.S. government's guardianship program, it's not about having a family or a niece or a friend take over the guardianship, because a guardianship is appointed in the guardianship program. So my assumption is the lawyer's services will be to get her out the program, and then her niece or whoever could take over as kind of like a quote unquote guardian where it's not legal. Now, there are some fears that I have with that, because for those of you who know Wendy's story, her brother and the son and the niece and all of this stuff, there is a little bit of like turmoil where it goes on with the family. I don't really want to get in too much into that, but I just hope it could just be where Wendy has control of Wendy. That's what I would like. I don't want to hear her brother, her son, her niece, nothing. The whole point of all of this was for Wendy to come out and speak and show that she is capable, show that she could think on her own and take care of herself. So I don't want 2 years from now to be like, well, her niece ran off with this, or her son did this, or her brother. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but we all know how things could be with family and friends and extended family. I want Wendy to be in control of her checks and her bank account and her life, to make her own decisions. That's what we've been hearing that she wants, and that's what I hope they're using the money on from the GoFundMe to do. So, of course, as always, I will keep you guys up to date and let you know what goes on with our queen, Wendy Williams. Our third lead story. Experts claim egg prices are about to increase again. According to experts, egg prices are reportedly about to increase again due to several factors, as prices are already 40% higher than last year. According to KTLA, Patrick Pinfield, a supply chain expert and a professor at Syracuse University School of Management, predicts that egg prices could rise by another 20% in 2025. The current national price of eggs is $4.15. However, in several states such as California, prices can reach as high as $9. Here is a clip. Take a listen.
Eggs are getting even more expensive in our state. A USDA report released last Friday shows retail prices for eggs range from $2 to $10 a dozen.
Okay, I do not want to get into the factors of why these prices for eggs are going up, all right? Because I don't care what the factors are. Donald Trump has campaigned for almost a year, well, really for the past 4 years, but for the past year on being the economic president. He says that he is going to lower the price on bacon, on eggs. He actually really highlighted eggs. Do you remember when he had the press conference and he had all like the food there on the table, and he was like, look at the price of eggs, look at the price of bacon. He called out eggs, he called out bread, gas, interest rates, inflation. Now, Trump, it's what? This is the third day that he's been in office, and he has signed literally 1,000,001 executive orders for everything else but the economy. Now, I'm not saying that those executive orders are not important or they are important. I'm not here to get all into that. As you all know, I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. This is a purple podcast. We are about the people here at the Trend Out Loud podcast. And the people voted Donald Trump in. Even some Democrats that said, oh, listen, man, I've never voted for Republican, but I'm voting for my money. I'm voting for my bank account. Donald Trump, why are the prices of eggs going to increase again? I please ask you to address that. I understand you had some other things that you wanted to do. Actually, we're going to talk about them in our next story. But unanimously, people have said their biggest concern is the economy. And I don't know one executive order or one law that has passed to help people's bank accounts. Let me know what you guys think about these egg prices. And also, we told you guys 2 weeks ago that Donald Trump put out a statement and said, listen, I've been a businessman for 40 years. When prices go up, it's almost impossible to bring them back down. If a company gets used to selling something for X amount, they're not going to bring it down. Well, why did you tell us to vote you in? Like, yo, man, listen, where are the price reduction on food and groceries? I would like to know. And let me know, I really want to know from the Trump supporters, which I know I have a lot of, what do you guys think about this going on right now? Egg prices are going up. I'm shocked. Our fourth lead story. Donald Trump orders all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion workers to be placed on leave. Donald Trump's administration has ordered all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion staff to be placed on paid leave with plans for eventual layoffs. According to AP News, the directive stems from an executive order signed by Trump to eliminate diversity and inclusion initiatives. Trump has stated his intent is to prioritize merit-based hiring practices. Trump also accused former President Joe Biden of fostering discrimination by promoting diversity-focused policies across federal agencies. Under the order, the federal agency must place DEI staff on paid leave by 5 p.m. Wednesday. They also must cancel all DEI training and contracts and report any people trying to rebrand such programs within 10 days or face penalties. Okay, that's not the only thing he rolled back. Trump rolled back a 1965 executive order addressing workplace discrimination. On Tuesday, President Trump revoked an executive order dating back to 1965. The Equal Opportunity Employment Act, signed by Lyndon B. Johnson, provides broader protection to workers, including federal contractors, while this executive order specifically applies to federal contractors. According to the Department of Labor, the order prohibits discrimination based on color, religion, gender, and national origin. This is in line with Trump's efforts to establish a merit-based practice in hiring and academics. Okay, so I just wanted to put this in here to just let you guys know what Trump's been up to, because like I told you in the third lead story, the prices of eggs are going up. We haven't heard anything about inflation. We haven't heard eggs. We haven't heard anything, but we keep on hearing about this merit-based, the DEI, equity, rolling back Lyndon B. Johnson. What do you guys think? Not necessarily, sound off below what you think about this merit-based and DEI. I don't want to comment on that right now because my more important issue is what I think is America's most important issue, which is the economy. So definitely sound off below. Let me know what you think about merit-based. Let me know what you think about DEI and equal opportunity employment. But I want to know, my question, what I want to know is, what do you think about Trump's first days in office and about what he's prioritizing over the economy? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Our first quick story Keke Palmer asks SZA if Drake is a good kisser. All right, let me give you guys a little bit of context here. Keke Palmer, Issa Rae, and SZA decided to do things differently with Hot Ones. The three had to answer questions honestly, and if not, they had to eat a hot wing. Keke decided to ask SZA if Drake was a good kisser, and it looks like SZA decided to eat a wing. I'm going to play a little clip. Take a listen.
What should I ask? Oh, okay. Is Drake a good kisser?
Oh,
That's why I said you in advance.
oh, I like you.
She knew that was coming. I thought it was really funny. For those of you who have never watched Hot Ones, it is I think it's a YouTube show. It's a YouTube show where he sits down, the host sits down, and he normally is interviewing somebody, and over the interview, they're just eating hot wings, which I could never do. The one Jamaican thing I don't do is eat hot pepper. I don't understand why people like that. But anyways, I thought this was really funny. It was almost like a kind of like a truth or dare, right? Where it was like, look, you don't want to answer the question? No problem. Eat the wings. If I couldn't play the whole video, obviously for copyright reasons, but SZA takes like a little like bite of the skin, like 2 seconds. That is not fair. If you don't want to answer the question, not like I care or not if Drake is a good kisser or not, but if you don't want to answer the question, you should have to eat the whole chicken wing. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a break. But anyways, I'm actually going to check this out because it definitely looks like a good time. And y'all know I'm a big Keke fan, SZA and Issa Rae. I think also she talks about Insecure on Keke Palmer's podcast. This is sidebar, by the way. Issa talks to Keke Palmer about Insecure on Keke Palmer's podcast, and Keke asked her how she felt about her character and Lawrence getting together at the final episode. And Issa said that she didn't want to get with Lawrence at the end of the series, that she really initially wanted her to go off on do her own thing. But the writer said they thought it would be good for the community, good for the people to see them get together. Keke gives her opinion and Issa gives her opinion. So a lot of good content going on this week with Keke, SZA, and Issa Rae because they're promoting their movie. We told you guys about it yesterday too. It actually did well, suing $14 million the first weekend, and their budget was $14 million. So shout out to Issa, shout out to SZA and Keke Palmer. And also one more thing about this movie. Sorry, I know I'm really going off topic, but I heard this movie was produced by Will Smith. It was produced by Overbrook Entertainment. So shout out to Will, man. I'm definitely going to catch this. I asked you guys yesterday if you've seen the movie. I forgot the name of the movie now. Anyways, it's not part of this segment, so that's why I don't remember the movie. Something's like One of Those Days, or How the Days Are Going, or About One of Them Days. Anyways, y'all let me know in the comment section below. Let's go to question number 2. Not question number 2, but quick story number 2. Woo! I am chatty today. Our second quick story. Y'all know I get excited for Thursdays and Fridays, man. Demi Lovato calls out Meta after having to unfollow Vice President JD Vance on Instagram multiple times. All right, pop star Demi Lovato is calling out Meta, alleging the platform made her account follow Vice President JD Vance's account without her knowledge. The singer shared her frustrations on her Instagram stories yesterday, January the 21st, stating she had to unfollow Vance's official VP page twice. Demi's comments come as several social media users report that their Instagram accounts were allegedly automatically following President Donald Trump and Vice President JD Vance's page in the days following their inauguration as the new leaders of the United States. Have any of you noticed what has been going on? So I actually saw this yesterday and I was like, I don't really believe it. A lot of people send me a lot of things and we have to filter through the things, right? Because there's a lot of like misinformation out there. And then I saw that Demi Lovato reported about this. Then we got to Googling it and like, it's a thing. Meta had to answer and say that, which is, I don't believe the excuse, but they said that whenever an account changes ownership like this, where this account is not Trump's account or JD's account, that it's the vice president account and the president's account. And whenever it changes ownership, like it will again in the next 4 years, that things happen to it erratically. which makes no sense because I know people that have bought in other people's accounts, and when you change over, nothing happens. The increase here, this is what Demi said. It says, Meta is making everyone follow Trump and Vance. It's gone up 8.9 million to 17 million in 45 minutes. Watched it happen with these people's pages who would never even have followed them in the past. My friend and I had to unfollow them both multiple times in the last hour. Anyways, we all know that Mark Zuckerberg is best friends with Trump and Vance now, and I've been dragging him for the past couple of weeks with his Joe Rogan interview, and everything's going to be community check now and not fact check like he's going over and doing stuff that Elon Musk is doing. Anyways, I'm so bothered by this, and I told you it wasn't going to be good. I told you guys, I warned you, and y'all know I'm big on Instagram. It's my favorite platform to be on. I'm literally on it hours a day. My whole show is based off of Instagram, right? Anyways, this scares me because I'm a big fan of Instagram, and I hope it doesn't turn into the Wild Wild West. That's all I'm saying. But it's been 3 days that Trump's there, and it's already changing. So I'm nervous. Our third quick story. Instagram is reportedly trying to attract TikTok creators with large bonuses. With TikTok still absent from the App Store, Instagram is reportedly offering $10,000 to $50,000 per month for exclusively posting on Reels. Meta has launched a new initiative program called Breakthrough Bonuses, offering TikTok creators up to $5,000 over 3 months, over a 3 months period to encourage them to post their content on both Instagram and Facebook. This initiative is part of Meta's broader strategy to attract TikTok creators and expand its short-term form video ecosystem, particularly as TikTok faces increased regulation security in the US. Wow. The program targets creators who have built significant followings on TikTok, but have yet to establish a strong presence on Meta's platform. By providing financial incentives, Instagram aims to position itself as a more lucrative alternative for content creators seeking new audience and monetizing opportunities. All right, I like this. I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to take advantage of what's going on, and we don't know what's going on with TikTok. So I like this move. But again, like I said in the last segment, I hope that Instagram does not turn into Twitter, because I'm telling you, those people over on TikTok are not going to stay over on Instagram if Mark Zuckerberg keeps up with this crazy stuff that he's doing. All right. So just be careful, Mark Zuckerberg. Our fourth quick story. iPhones with TikTok apps already installed are being listed on eBay for over $10,000. Users have begun to list their phones with TikToks already installed for $10,000. Although TikTok services have been restored in the US, the app is still currently restricted from further downloads in the App Store, leading some to believe that having it installed could increase the value on their devices. $10,000? Really? Come on, man. I checked this out, and from to date, none have been sold, but I guess maybe in the next couple of months, if you really cannot get TikTok back after Trump does his whatever he says that he's going to do, I could see maybe, like I said, in 6 months or a year from now, with people's phones not working and then losing it, maybe a phone that already has it installed will be worth something. But I still don't think it will be worth $10,000 because, like I've explained to you guys over the past couple of days, even if the app is there, if you live in the US, it won't be able to update. So yes, you'll have the app, but it will be an old version, and whatever bugs you have, eventually you won't be able to update it and it won't be able to work. So for those of you who are thinking, I'm sure most of you are not thinking about spending $10,000, but if you are, you're going to get it, but then it won't be able to update and it won't be able to work. Be careful. Our fifth quick story. Drake lists his Beverly Hills Mansion for rent at $250,000 per month after struggling to sell it. Drake's Beverly Hills Mansion is now available for rent at $250,000 per month after he struggles to sell the property. He purchased it for $75 million in 2022 and initially listed it for $88 million. The home was built in 2001. It was initially built for the Guest co-founder and later owned by Wendy Williams. It is 22,000 square feet. It sits on a 20-acre lot and it features 10 bedrooms, 22 bathrooms, an elevator, wine cellar, game room, gym, and an 11-car garage, along with a pool, tennis court, and an indoor kitchen. Drake also owns other properties, including a massive 50,000 square foot mansion in Toronto and a $15 million resort in Texas. All right, if any of you want to get closer to Drake and rent his home, you can for $250,000 a month. I know a lot of you are going to drag me in the comment section and say that I'm a big Drake fan, and I know there's going to be some joke about this. I know there always is every time I talk about Drake. I'll give you guys some more material. I actually own something of Drake's. Actually, I won't tell you what it is. But I definitely own something of Drake's, and maybe one day I'll tell you. Can you guys guess? If anybody guesses it in the comment section, I'll say it on tomorrow's episode. I'll look through. Can you guess what I own of Drake's? And it's something. I'll give you. What hint can I give you without giving it away? It's pricey. I'm gonna just leave it at that. It's not something like a wristband. That's why I wanted to say that. I'm not trying to floss or anything, but it's not like a t-shirt or a hoodie or something. It's something that's a little bit pricey that was Drake's. Can you guess what I own of Drake's? If you do, I will say it in the show tomorrow. Our sixth quick story: why Barack Obama and Jennifer Aniston dating rumors are trending online. All right, this post comes from Yahoo Finance, a mainstream publication. I wanted to put this in here quickly, not to talk about the story because we talked about it at length in yesterday's episode. For those who didn't see it, go and check out episode 425. We put this in our lead stories, and we told y'all about the rumors of Barack cheating on Michelle with Jennifer Aniston. Now, a couple of y'all were dragging me in the comment section saying, oh, I don't believe this. Oh, you got your source from Daily Mail. Just want to clarify, in yesterday's episode, which y'all can go back and check out, we told you that I didn't believe it at first. I Googled it. We read you guys 3 hits that we got. 1 were from the Daily Mail, and I said, I'm not going to believe the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail is questionable, but we based our story off of 2 sources. I said 2 people called me. 1 person was from LA, and 1 person was at the inauguration in Washington. So I had 2 legitimate sources, and the story and the article that we read to you was from IMDb. And IMDb is the Internet Movie Database, which is the hub that every executive and everybody in Hollywood uses. And I said, if it's on that site, then I know it is a reliable source. Now, I'm not saying that the story is true because it's still rumors, but the fact that IMDb reported about it, I felt more comfortable to report about it. So I saw y'all dragging me in the comment section. I wanted to put this in here. This is on Yahoo. If Yahoo could talk about it, we had the Trend Out Loud podcast to talk about it. All right. So y'all can still sound off in the comment section below if you think it's true or not true. For those of you who didn't see the episode, we did talk about the fact that yes, these cheating rumors might not be true, but there is also another story outside of Jennifer Aniston that there is rumors that there's complications in their marriage, which can be true. No marriage is perfect. Michelle Obama, I think last year, was on a podcast and she said, yes, sometimes, we have issues and people think our lives are perfect. I'm not saying that means that there's problems, but she has been noted as saying that their marriage is not perfect. So yesterday, like I said, go check it out, 425. There's rumors that they're living now as just friends and they're thinking about maybe getting a divorce. Y'all sound off in the comment section below if you believe it or not. I'm still not convinced about the Jennifer Aniston part. I'm a little bit more convinced with the divorce rumors, but that's also too because I have some back-end information that I can't tell you guys about right now, but from the 2 people who called me, especially one of them who has close ties and knows, have definitely given me some information, and I'll wait till it comes out to share it with y'all. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. I'm sure y'all are still going to drag me, but Yahoo, Trend Out Loud podcast. That's all I'm saying. I'm in good company. Our seventh quick story. Bernice King accepts Sexy Red's apology after she reposted an AI-generated photo of herself and Dr. Martin Luther King. All right, I'm going to backtrack and give you guys the timeline a little bit so that you know why she's accepting the apology. And I just want to highlight that I love how Sexy Red handled this. And y'all know I'm a big fan. So for Martin Luther King Day, Sexy Red posted a picture of her and Martin Luther King. For those of you who are listening to this on podcast networks and you can't see the picture, it's a picture of Dr. King and Sexy Red dancing. Not a bad dance. It looks like they're literally slow dancing and there's maybe like a foot between them and they're holding hands. I really didn't see an issue with this personally, just my opinion. Let me know if you guys don't like this, but I have seen so many pictures, even before AI, of Dr. Martin Luther King on his birthday, of celebrations and parties and clubs. And I've seen some wild Photoshop pictures. I really didn't think this was so bad. But he's not my father, and Bernice could, decide however to feel however she wants. So on Monday, or I think it was either Monday or Tuesday, Bernice reposted this and said, "This is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, and deplorable and disrespectful to my family and my father, who is not here to respond for himself. Please delete." So that's what Bernice tweeted out. Then Sexy Red replied and said, "You ain't wrong. Never meant to disrespect your family. My apologies. Just reposting something I saw and I thought was innocent." So I really like that because I like the sentence of saying you're not wrong. So Sexy is literally saying that she agrees that it is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, and deplorable. So I like that she did that. Then Bernice came out and said, "Thank you for your apology, which I sincerely accept. Please know that it was not my intention that you be denigrated. I value you as a human being. I hope you understand my concerns about the image. I know that my father has become a bit of a caricature to the world and that his image is often used with no regard to his family." She went on and she closed and she said, "All the best to you, young lady." So I really like how these two women, mature women, came together and didn't air each other out online. And Bernice even alluded to the fact of like, hey, you know what? I didn't mean for you to get dragged online, because of course people love to drag Sexy Red, but very well handled on both sides. And like I said, just my opinion, you guys might have a different opinion. This was really, really one of the least offensive pictures I've ever seen of Martin Luther King, like slow dancing. If somebody would have told me a picture of Sexy Red and Martin Luther King, I would have thought way worse. Like this was like an innocent slow dance. They weren't even close, but that's just my opinion. Our eighth quick story. Trump tells Putin to end what's going on in Ukraine right now or else. He says we can do it the easy way or we could do it the hard way. You don't often hear Trump talking to Putin like that. This is welcome, something new that's welcome. President Donald Trump warned his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, to end what's going on in Ukraine quickly or face high level of taxes, tariffs, or sanctions. Oh, that's why he's talking tough. Okay, I thought he was talking about something else. Okay. Anyways, Trump took to Truth Social on Wednesday to double down on his criticism of Putin and Russia's hurting economy, warning Moscow that things would get worse if what's going on doesn't end soon. He said, "Settle now and stop this ridiculousness. It's only going to get worse. If you don't come to make a deal soon, I will have no choice but to put high levels of taxes, tariffs, and sanctions on anything being sold to Russia and the United States, between Russia and the United States and various other participating countries." Yeah. Yo, Trump is very selective, huh? When he's talking to other people, and y'all know what I'm talking about, he has other words, right? Now when he's talking to Putin, it's tough talk, but then he's not threatening anything else. He's saying, oh, I'm just going to put terrorists. But when he's talking to other countries, it's some other talk. Anyways, I'm independent, y'all. Our ninth quick story, that's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre graces the cover of GQ Hype. All right, just want to make clear that he's not on GQ magazine. This is GQ hype. Anyways, I'm just joking. Y'all know I like to hate on Aaron Pierre, man. Anyways, I wanted to put this out here because we have an ongoing joke between us that I don't think that Aaron Pierre is all that good looking. And I just thought it would be funny to talk about this. I'm going to put up some pictures from the magazine. A couple of pictures look really dope. I don't have anything much to say. There's one where he's sitting down in a chair with this yellow shirt on, which I don't know, it's a little questionable if you ask me. And this other one sitting down on the floor. But whatever, man, it's my brother, Aaron Pierre, and he's half Jamaican. So I actually do like him. Y'all know I'm just joking around, man. But ladies, let me know what you think about Aaron Pierre's cover of GQ Hype, not GQ Magazine, GQ Hype. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I really am just joking. I actually really like Aaron. All right, our 10th quick story. The Catch Me Outside girl explains why she got a nose job. Yes, I still call her the Catch Me Outside girl. She said, I'm literally 21 years old battling cancer. Basically, she wants you to leave her alone. The Catch Me Outside girl hopped on her live and explained why she got a nose job. And she said that it's her life and she wants to live it like it's golden. Right? That's not her words, but I just added to it. I have a clip, but she's literally swearing and yelling. I'd have to edit it down to play it for you guys. Listen, I drag her a lot, actually. But listen, she does have a point. It's her life. You know how many people get nose jobs? Like, literally, it's crazy. There's so many other things that we could drag her for that I have personally dragged her for. Leave her alone. Let her just do whatever she wants to do. This is really not bad. 9 out of 10 of your favorite celebrities have touched their nose, all right? Just leave her alone.
Think I'm not gonna get in my face right and do everything that I wanted to do? If you don't think I'm gonna live my life to the fullest and do everything I want to do without a care in the world about what you or the next you got to say about me, I'ma do me like always.
Our 11th quick story. Fox News reveals the letter that Joe Biden left for Donald Trump at the White House. All right. I actually remember watching the interview when Trump was signing the executive orders between the inauguration balls and he went to the White House. And it was a reporter that was like, hey, by the way, did Joe Biden leave you a letter? And for those of you who don't know, every president leaves the incoming president a letter in the drawer at the absolute desk. And Trump literally discovered the letter. He's like, oh yeah, it should be right in here. And he opened it up. He's like, man, I would have never opened up that drawer. If it wasn't for you asking this, I maybe would have caught it months from now. Two things, like I'll read it, but Trump, if this is where you're supposed to work every day, why would you have only opened that drawer in a couple of months? I think that's more telling than anything. However, let me read the letter. It says, Dear President, as I take lead of this sacred office, I wish you and your family all the best in the next 4 years. The American people and the people around the world look to this house for steadiness in the inevitable storm of history. And my prayer is that in the coming years will be a time of prosperity, peace, and grace for our nation. May God bless you and guide you as he has blessed and guided our beloved country since our founding. Joe Biden, January the 20th, 2025. Boo! What a boring letter, man. Jeez, can't you give us a little something more? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Boring! Our 12th quick story. A$AP Rocky pleads not guilty in his felony assault case. A$AP Rocky is in downtown LA today for jury selection in his assault trial. He rejected an offer from prosecutors to plead guilty to one assault charge and serve 180 days in a county jail with 3 years probation and 7 years suspended prison sentence. According to reports, A$AP Rocky has pled not guilty to his federal assault case. The rapper is being accused of him and his best friend getting into an altercation. All right. What I found funny, actually, well, funny but not funny, but the judge was kind of like flirting with his mom in the case. This is from Megan, by the way. Shout out to Megan. She said, Rocky's mother and sister are in court today. The judge asked who the new people are in his section, and A$AP Rocky said, that's my mother and that's my sister. You cannot tell, right? Which one is my mother? And then the judge laughed. The judge said, wow, you must have had him when you were about 7. Rocky's mother tells the judge that she was 26 years old, and the judge says, you are very beautiful, and that's on record. So things look good for Rocky. The judge is flirting with his mom, yo. I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and they were all Charlemagne, Lauren, and DJ Envy were like, yo, there must be something going on that we don't know about, because this is a good plea deal that the prosecution is giving him. Why wouldn't he just take the 180 days in jail instead of facing 24 years? So yes, there's got to be something going on. When people hear these things, they think like it's just people making a decision like off the whim. Like, this is his lawyer, who I'm sure is a high profile lawyer, saying, no, we're not going to take this deal. Y'all think that it's Rocky talking with Rihanna, being like, yo, Riri, what should we do? No, let's not take it. All right, cool. Let's go. Like, this is obviously advised by his lawyer. So just calm down, people. Envy did have one good point, which again, I think that his lawyer knew, is that in LA, the prisons are so packed that they're really bringing down a lot of people's sentencing. So if you have 180 days, you end up doing like a fraction of it. So he could get sentenced to 180, but maybe end up only doing like 60. But again, like I said, his lawyers must know something or have something and feel like he can get off, or maybe get off with a plea deal that has no jail time. So we'll follow up with this and let y'all know. Our 13th quick story. It's snowing in Florida. That's really all there is to it. It's snowing in Florida. I saw this come across my timeline and I couldn't believe it. I'm going to share some pictures. And, I used to live in Florida. I used to live in Miami, South Beach. I never thought I would ever hear about snow in Florida. That's crazy. I text my cousin who lives in Tampa. She hasn't written me back, but what is going on in Florida? If anybody out there is watching, I know I do have some Florida people who watch the show. Please comment below. Let us know. Has this only stayed on the ground like a couple of hours and it's gone? Has it melted away? Or are you guys like us, like banking up snow? Let me know in the comment section below. Where are my Florida people at? Our 14th quick story. All right, y'all are going to be happy about this. Kelly Rowland allegedly blocked Nelly from performing Dilemma at Trump's inaugural event. All right, for those of you who don't know, before I read the story, I'll give you guys a backstory. Nelly performed at Trump's inaugural event. He got a bunch of backlash. We talked about it on our show. Him, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy all got dragged. We talked about it for the past couple of days, and people in the comment section were like, yeah, forget Nelly, forget Nelly. So I wanted to throw this in here for those people. I, on the other hand, just to put in my 2 cents again, I don't think that he should be canceled. I don't think that he should be dragged as an independent. I have friends who are Republican and Democrat, and I don't think that you should get canceled for your political opinions, but that's just my opinion. Kelly Rowland reportedly took a stand against Nelly before his recent performance at Donald Trump's inaugural event. An insider told the Daily Mail that Kelly was stunned upon learning about Nelly's decision to perform at the event and subsequently blocked him from performing their 2002 hit Dilemma. Her team also allegedly warned that they would issue a takedown notice if he performed the song anyways. Nelly had previously explained his choice to perform at the event, stating that he did it for respect of the office. Shout out to Kelly, man. Like I said, you could have whatever choice you want. Kelly could choose not to perform. She could choose to tell Nelly not to perform their song. And Nelly could say, all right, I'm going to perform, and I'm going to perform all the songs that I don't have with you, which is all his other songs. That didn't really make much sense, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about Kelly's move. I thought it was really good. And of course, sound off once again, because I know y'all want to get it off your chest. What do you think about Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Soulja Boy, Rick Ross performing at the inaugural? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to social discussion of the day. Donald Trump demands an apology from the bishop who asked him to have mercy on immigrants during a church service. All right, there is a lot of people from both sides. So courts, you know what that happens. We bring it to social discussion. All right, out loud court. I am going to just explain the backstory of this for those of you who don't know, and then give you my opinion. And then, of course, hand it over to you guys to sound off below. Okay. So the changes brought about by the new administration, Donald Trump and JD Vance, are soon to be felt by many individuals from various communities around the U.S. In response, Bishop Marion has taken upon herself to advocate for mercy on their behalf. During Tuesday's inaugural prayer service for Donald Trump, she stated a direct plea to the returning president and said, "I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now." A clip of Donald Trump looking unamused by her message quickly went around online, and then Donald Trump quickly took to Truth Social. I'm going to play a quick clip. Look at, for those of you who are on YouTube, look at JD Vance's face and look at Donald Trump's face when she's talking. It's crazy. Listen.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender women in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives.
So the time when JD Vance looked at his wife and then Trump looked almost like in disgust, she was talking not only about immigrants, but also talking about people with genders, etc., etc. Okay. So then Donald Trump put this out and he said, the so-called bishop who spoke at the national prayer service on Tuesday morning was a radical left hardline Trump hater. She brought her church into the world of politics in a very ungracious way. She was nasty in tone and not complimenting or smart. Apart from her inappropriate statements, the service was a very boring and uninspiring one. She is not very good at her job. Her and her church owe me a public apology. All right, here is my opinion on this. And then, like I said, I'll hand it off to you guys to discuss. Two things can be true. Two people can be right. So the bishop, it's her church. She could use her time and her platform to say whatever she wants. A lot of people have said if she wanted to say that, she should have said it to him directly and not when the cameras were on, because it comes off as being performative. She has now been on interviews on CNN, I think MSNBC, and a couple of other podcasts, okay? So people are saying, oh, you're taking this opportunity to go viral and publicize yourself. Now, I don't know her. Of course, I don't know her at all. But she's a bishop trying to, what it looks like, promote her mission. And her mission is to have mercy on everybody, right? That's what she's asking for Trump. So it's not like yesterday's podcast where I told you about a pastor that's selling a meme coin, right? Pastor Lorenzo. No, she's taking an opportunity when she knows there's cameras in front of her to go viral to say, listen, Trump, I understand your views and I respect them, but please have mercy. And I think that she's right in doing that. On the other hand, I think Trump is right saying that she owes him an apology because this is his inauguration. He should choose, like how he chose Nelly and how he chose Carrie Underwood. He should be able to choose who he wants at his inauguration and for it to go off how he wants. And this being the last service at the for the inauguration, it's like the closing prayer. He should have a preacher that is preaching in his line of thought, right? If you guys are planning a party, you wouldn't want somebody at your party talking about things that you don't want to talk about. We've all hosted parties. You arrange things to be in the manner how you want them in your house. So I totally understand where he's coming from. I think somebody in his camp maybe messed up. If she maybe submitted what the prayer would be like and she totally changed it, then I don't think that that's right. But somebody should have vetted her from the beginning and figured out how she even had the opportunity to say these things. Trump has a right to ask for an apology. She has a right in her church to say the words and preach what she wants. They're both right. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to question of the day. What's the weirdest food combo that you secretly love or enjoy? All right, somebody said a bologna sandwich fried hard, add mustard with Lay's potato chips. What did I just read? Bologna sandwich fried hard. How do you fry a bologna sandwich hard? And then add mustard with Lay's potato chips. Yikes. Hey, no shade. I'm just saying that's a little crazy. We're starting off with a bang here. Spaghetti with ranch on top. I never understood that whole ranch on pizza thing. So I guess if you like ranch on pizza, I guess you would like it with spaghetti because it's the same sauce. So I get it. Somebody said ketchup on rice. I've seen mad people do that. I'm not going to try that. Somebody said chocolate chip cookies and cheese. I don't like chocolate, so nope. Somebody said applesauce, eggs. Who remembers? Applesauce and eggs, I guess. But you would not have them really together, but you'd have the eggs and stuff for breakfast and then have applesauce at the end. Somebody said Pizza Hut pizza crust dipped in Pepsi. Yikes. Somebody else said beets and cottage cheese. That sounds like it's good, actually. McDonald's apple pie and a McChicken. How is that bad? You're eating them together. Yikes. Scrambled eggs and creamy style corn. I love creamy style corn. Oh, when I was a kid, I used to beg my mom to buy that. Somebody said fried pork chops with mayonnaise as a dipping sauce. I don't know. I would try that. I love mayonnaise. Well, I don't love mayonnaise. I love Miracle Whip. Let me know in the comment section if you guys prefer Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. Miracle Whip is life. Oh, love it. Captain Crunch and ice cream. Woo, that sounds good. Okay, I knew I would like this. I didn't know I would like this that much. Somebody said grits and ketchup. I'm down. Pickles and chips. I hate pickles. It has to be the sweet small pickles, the big pickles. Ugh, gross. Cucumber, ranch, and I don't know what that last thing is. Somebody said chips and pancake syrup. Why would you say pancake syrup? Why don't you say maple syrup? Well, I'm Canadian, so we call it maple syrup. Do you guys call it pancake syrup? Don't you call it maple syrup in the US too? Anyways, it's my Canadian coming out of me. Ritz crackers and purple grapes. Why you have to highlight purple grapes? Although I do prefer purple grapes over green grapes. Green grapes, they're more sour. Ritz crackers and grapes. I don't find that that's so weird. You have that with like a charcuterie board. Did I pronounce that right? Charcuterie board? Sorry, that's the ghetto of me coming out. Ghetto Canadian. Greens with Italian dressing, ketchup and eggs. Sorry, I'm going a little long here, but I'm really having fun. And chocolate milk with applesauce. Gross. Ketchup and ranch mixed with seafood. All right. Mint and pickles? Huh? Nope, not down. All right. Watermelon. Okay, no. Frosted Flakes with vanilla ice cream. Yo, I'm down for that. Woo! I might have to make that this weekend. Frosted Flakes was my favorite cereal. It was Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, and Frosted Flakes. Woo! Let me know y'all favorite cereal. I love Question of the Day, by the way. It's one of my favorite segments. Somebody said Frosted Flakes with peanut butter. What? And I love peanut butter. Peanut butter and Nutella together. Woo! Anyways. All right, let me get out of here, man, and close out this show. Pepsi and milk. Anyways, I'm not going to comment. All right, fried chicken with chocolate chip cookies. Pickles and vinegar. Plain Ruffles and chocolate ice cream. Nacho cheese Doritos with French onion dip. All right, I can go on. All right, I'm done. Let me know your combo in the comment section below. Let me know your favorite cereal in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to sports news. Scottie Pippen says Magic Johnson is a bigger GOAT than anybody, explains why LeBron James isn't deserving. I've never heard somebody say a bigger GOAT. You're either like the GOAT or not the GOAT. Scottie Pippen is annoying me lately. For the past couple of days, I've been telling you guys about Scottie Pippen being on a podcast, saying this, saying that. I don't even want to read this. I'm going to make it quick. Scottie Pippen is stirring up debate with his thoughts on the GOAT conversation. While he dismissed the idea of a true GOAT in a team sport, he gives major props to Magic Johnson. During an appearance on BPD podcast, Pippen says, "To me, there's no GOAT. There's great teams, but to be an individual, you have to play an individual sport." Okay, I see what he's saying, but Jordan is still the GOAT, bro. Still, he pressed on and called Magic Johnson the standout for his leadership and versatility. Magic Johnson, to me, is the bigger GOAT than anybody. As a rookie, he stepped in and played a position that nobody ever knew that he could play, and it was transcending. He went on to explain why he wouldn't choose LeBron James for the title, suggesting that LeBron James values individual accolades over team success. My success as a team is more successful than LeBron. I got 6 rings. Do you want individual accolades or do you want championships? Because I didn't chase mine. Really don't understand what he's saying there, but he's saying LeBron James isn't the GOAT, and I am all for that. Y'all know I'm a LeBron James hater. As his all-time draft picks, Pippen says that he would pick Michael Jordan first. Well, finally, Pippen has given Jordan some props. For those of you who don't know, he's literally been dragging Jordan, saying they're not friends and he wasn't all that great, whatever. Anyways, Scottie Pippen picked Jordan first, himself second, and either Dennis Rodman or Horace Grant to round out his squad. He said a team with that lineup in their prime years could not be beat by any other team. What do y'all think about Scottie Pippen's take? All right, it's not so bad because he put Jordan at the top. If there's no list, a list without Michael Jordan at the top is not really a list. He's just the best. He's one of the greatest athletes ever of all times, right? Him and Serena Williams, because she's the only pro athlete that has won a major championship while she was pregnant. Serena might arguably be even better than Jordan just because of that feat. Like, that's why Serena's my girl, man. Anyways, yo, I'm in a really good mood today. Sorry, y'all. I'm extra chatty, but y'all know I love my Thursdays and Fridays. All right. Let me close out this show. Before I let you go, just want to remind you guys of all the ways to keep up with the Trying Out Loud podcast. For those of you who are who are watching right now on YouTube, just remember, if you're out and you're not always able to catch us on YouTube, please try to catch us on podcast platform. Just go podcast platforms. Just go to any podcast site, type in Trying Out Loud, the show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow and subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload new shows. And just like YouTube, we upload daily because, we working for y'all, man. Yeah, I'm in a really good mood. For those of you who are listening to this right now on podcast platforms, please try to check us out on YouTube. It's actually my favorite way to watch the show. You see me live. You see me smiling, joking, dancing around. Well, I'm not really dancing around because I'm seated, but and we put up pictures and videos. It's just more visual presentation. So try to check us out on YouTube. Of course, just go to YouTube, type in it, Trying Out Loud. The show will pop up. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment, and most importantly, don't forget to share. It really helps in growing the channel. You can check me out on any social platform. It's always Trent Out Loud. All right, that is it for my Thursday show. I was about to say Friday. I don't know why it feels like Friday and I'm so excited. I still have one more day of work. Anyways, that's it for my Thursday show. Let me get out of here, man. Thank you so much for kicking with me. I will see you for Friday's episode. It's Friday. All right, peace, y'all. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Turn Out Loud. Peace.